Hey, we should be live. Yep, okay, we're good. Grab that. Oh, I didn't make my Discord message yet. Gotta do that. Make sure I don't echo. That's good, that's good. Boom, boom. Hey. Game apparently didn't open. Whoops. I know I took too long to accept, like, the administrator thing to be like, do you want to actually open this? Yes. Maplestory is very finicky about that one. Yeah, I do need to go on Kronos real quick to at least do... Gotta do the basic stuff here. Why is the game... Okay, I was like, why is the game not being picked up? Like, what's going on, OBS? Oh, it finally raised hospitality. Yeah, that's not what... Or wait, that's not even the right... I want housework. This game right now. Oops. Yay, Mystic Frontier. Complete. What do we get out of the orange box? 10 star specs. Alright, that's pretty good. Uh... Multi-my +1. This is the better team. We'll get to send you guys on the epic one then. Glowing. 21 for a blue pouch. Yeah, okay, so get the blue pouch. Okay, that should be more than enough. Yep. Guess we're going for another blue. Purple pouch. Purple pouch it is. Alright, 2 blues and a purple. Try to reroll these 2s in the higher. I don't think I need to. I'm pretty... Well, okay. Sure, why not? Send you guys out. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Blue, purple. Okay, okay, that's a big pouch. Yeah, no, I think we're good on that roll. We need a little bit higher than that. That's a bit better, but that was a +1. This one needs to be a bit higher. There we go, okay. Actually, it was a 28. I don't know what I was, like, looking at. I'm thinking of the last roll, but whatever. Oh, that's a clock. We're happy to see those. Okay, no matter what, we get the pouch. Purple, blue, action points. Alright, we try for the purple. Can we get 101? Gonna need higher than 2s. Alright. That worked out way better than I expected. Okay, that's done. Skip the rest of the dailies, it's fine. Oh. Okay, you're not done your thing yet, so that means this one won't be done either, okay. I want to log into you. Okay, we're gonna go to the cash shop and do that. Where the heck is... What am I looking for? I am dumb. I am looking for special Maple Rewards. Bye. Okay, Seal is fed and happy. Hello, Smart. How you doing? See, there's an ad break, so you might get hit randomly. Happy you're doing good. Okay, the one thing I want to check, is there any cubes expiring on this character? Smart. Did I let it Oh no, the big piles still have them. Okay, so I don't care. You are fine. Let's get out of here. I went into the cash shop, so I'm gonna just close my game and restart my game, because it seems to just be memory leaking or something bad happens every time I open the cash shop in this game right now. So let's restart that, then go start up the grind to finish off this sunny Sunday. How's your sunny Sunday went so far? I should have joined the channel that this guy's at. Apparently our boy with the MVP is still going on. It is about to expire. Oh wow, 42. Okay, so channel 41. Can I make it in time? What the heck is this? Oh, here is Echo. Okay. Perfect timing. Now we need to go to any town and actually get the rest of the stuff that we need for grinding, because we didn't really get this set up here. Kinda just noticed that he was going, and I was like, well, I gotta get this before I miss. Claim this, yes. That's not it. We are going for at least a trace at a time. It's 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours, so 4 of these. And did I do the full? Nope, I didn't do that. I knew I missed one. Okay, that's done. Let's get these open. Oh, I still had a VIP buff from yesterday I didn't use. Okay, well, I have an extra that I need to use then. Hey, am I forgetting anything here? Does my sequence have everything? Yes. Has the 4x coupon for the last one of that, so I'll have to change that after I use this, but that's fine. Holy shit, Uplift is still here. I was grinding it with him yesterday. Splinter. And here he is again. Wait, I'm doing the wrong thing. This isn't right.
Scatter. You can always run.
I did mess up on positioning? Okay. Alright, well, let's set up. We got the familiars out. They're using their stuff. We seem to be good to grind. We're not good to grind them, so we need to use these. Since it's 4x, we're just going to blast these non-stop while the 4x is going on. No reason not to. I have more than enough boosters. Made about 30% XP. Nice. Happy it's going well on that front for you. Smart. Very curious how much Sawi is made today. You guys both purple. 12.5 trillion. Just a bit of XP at our levels, to say the least. Yeah, I don't have enough cards to care about these.
Damn.
Oops.
You can always run.
Alright. 17 trillion in total you've made? Jesus. Good job, good job. Oh, for Sawi? Oh. Yeah, I was like, damn, you're a bit off in your first estimate, but Sawi making 17 trill, that's pretty good. I'm curious about something here.
Splinter.
Yeah, I don't know how to do covert scores. He posted on a hot tea stream? I see.
Splinter.
How many fragments am I up to with this? 62. Okay, so I need 75 to unlock my next skill. Getting myself 11% final damage on... What is it even on?
Scatter.
That one I don't know. Soul Immeasurable. The heck is Soul Immeasurable? Ravenous Spirit, Spirit Strikes, Serpent Fang. Burrowing Earth, Serpent's Blessing, Wish Unending. Okay, give me a second here to decipher what BB just said here. Let me just read this out here. BB is on his random facts of things. If one human brain produces 23 watts of power, then power in New York City, which uses about 6 billion watts of electricity on average, would require roughly 261 million brains working at a full output at the same time. That's about 30 times the population of New York City and is almost as many brains as the entire population of the United States. And that's the math for only 1 hour. What's a good thing we don't use our brains as the actual power source, and we figured out how to make power through actual reliable means of power. VV. Hopefully you're doing well, VB, because you're back in your random facts arc, and you never know what's happening when this is going on, so hopefully everything's going well for you, though. Welcome to the stream. Happy to see you around. Hopefully you're doing well. You need 50 fragments for Janice. 16? I mean, that's... You're making headway into getting to 20. Though honestly, getting to 20 on Ren was just like... I don't feel like you really need the triple orb by any means. Just something extra you can do. Gonna move to TZ6 soon.
Splinter.
282, yeah. You got 30%, you must be pretty close. Yeah, this is a map that, like, honestly, even with one orb you'd get away with it. I'm very curious if this person took a break at all. Because he was here when I was grinding yesterday, and he's still here. I never did my dailies. I'll have to go do those after. I don't think Uplift's gonna answer me. Okay, if we assume that a hypothetical scenario where biological limits do not apply to the numbers, do not apply but the number blah 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 speaking hard can't.
Splinter.
Let's try this again here, okay? So let's try the sentence again. It's not that hard when you can speak, you can do English, you know?
Scatter.
But the numbers remain conservative, and a fictional cognitive stimulant called Neurox 40 increases the brain power consumption to about 40 watts per person. The scale of energy required to power New York City remains immense. With New York City's average electricity demand at roughly 6 billion watts, it would take about 150 million human brains operating continuously at 40 watts each to supply that power for 1 hour. So VVB, what brought on you trying to figure this out, or is this just what brought this on, I guess, you know? Kind of curious what caused you to think about if we had to power the cities in the world with just our human brains, would it be possible? And even without even thinking about that, I could have probably been like, nah, it's not gonna work.
Damn.
But then you went and did math. Can't really prove.
You can always run.
I was playing Terraria with my friend earlier, and he brought up the topic of electricity boxing while we were making a house in the tundra. I see. So your random shower thought type of stuff. Okay, okay, interesting.
Damn. Splinter.
Made a pretty banger living area. Honestly, I've seen some pretty impressive houses in Terraria. I always just had like the most basic, didn't care, playing the game for bossing and like exploration more than the housing stuff.
Splinter.
Honestly, the more I think about it, I'm like, have I ever tried to customize housing too much in most games? Like, I interact with the system, but I don't really go out of my way to like make a kick-ass house.
Scatter.
Oh, I see you sent it to me here. Honestly, that looks pretty good. Nice little two-story cozy house. You've got a nice little pier with a nice fishing hut, and then the teleport crystal has its own little like outpost. Honestly, it looks really good. It's simple, but it fits.
Damn.
While you were doing that, your friend exploded the rest of the houses, and you had to rebuild them.
Splinter. Splinter.
Sorted every single block and item. Oh boy, and considering how many things there are in Terraria for that, he had a fun time. I guess he doesn't like the auto sort? Or was that a mod that had the auto sword that I was using when I last played? I don't actually know. Hello, Starry. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Hopefully you had a good day. It was a mod? Okay. Yeah, I usually just auto sort stuff because, like, for the most part, unless it's something very specific, auto sort good enough to handle the problem.
Dance.
Then made a teleporter line going 200 blocks downward. You have to connect both teleporters manually with a wire. But isn't that just like a shitty elevator at that point? In this case, if it's just going downwards? Unless he didn't make a straight line. Like, you could have just made a elevator for that, like, teleporter system at that point if it's just straight down and you didn't break any blocks? I see, so you had to... Yeah. Yeah, I think making a elevator would have been better. Hello, Sai. How's it going for you? I saw that you made... I closed the hot seat stream, I'll close the hot seat stream. But you made 17 trillion today?
Dance.
Has to fit the aesthetic. It's going well for me.
Scatter. Scatter. The sword sings. The heart cuts.
Working on a new class. What class you end up making with the Hyperburn, Star? Oh, you changed your character's look earlier. Okay, sorry. I'll have to see the Maple rank update for that, I'm guessing.
Dance.
Let's see. Can I go Maple ranks? Is it updated with your new look? Oh, I see the new look. I like it, I like it. You made a Xenon, Starry? I wish you the best of luck with that class. It is well, I know they're making changes to make it a bit simpler, but I still think that class is, like, pretty convoluted and, like,
The sword sings.
a lot to learn and figure out.
Cuts.
We did blow up about 80 worth dynamite, or 80's dynamites worth of blocks of the red beach looking for the shimmer. Did I at least work out, VUB? Did you find the shimmer, or was it 80 dynamite in vain?
A drop in the sea.
Same outfit, just dyed in different hair. Okay, I mean, outfit looks pretty good. I like the dyes on it, it looks good. I do like the hairstyle, though. Was that one of the selectors for one of the coupons right now that you can pick?
Dance. Splinter.
Explorer hair? I see. Ah, it's just a Legion mule? Okay, I see. Cannoneer, that's a Cannoneer hairstyle, really, huh?
Dance.
Looks really good. I like that hairstyle.
Scatter. Splinter. Splinter.
The Explorers have some really good hairstyles as a baseline. Honestly, a lot of the like class art for the base classes, like they have good looks and good outfits.
Splinter. Splinter. Splinter.
Okay, open this. There we go. Move this over, and now I can see chat and all as well.
Splinter.
Making most use out of this 4x to just spam the shit out of VIP boosters.
Serpent. Step.
Ruin a blessing. Don't mind if I do. Just need 58 levels. Oh, you okay. I for a second there is like, how the heck do you need 58 levels for your burn? I was like, that's 200. That's level 290. I was like, what? But no, you need 58 levels total above whatever your current highest to get to the next Legion rank. I don't even know if you have enough characters. Because you're not even 8K Legion, right? So you don't have, your like 200 just count as a full-blown like extra 200 in most of these cases. So it's not even like it needs 58 above your current one. It's just once you level up this character, you're getting a bunch of extra levels. Well, that'll be easy enough to do, considering that character's gonna get to 260. Maybe not today, you know, and like no time flat, but won't take that long to get a character from 0 to 260. Don't forget that you can use the Spiegelman's hat to level it up from level 1 to 200. No need for any questing or any of the like. Did that already? Okay, nice. Now you just get to do dailies, Monster Park, and Golden Strawberry tickets. Not in that order. But do it in the opposite order. Start with the the strawberries, then do the dailies, and then do the Monster Parks as the final thing.
Splinter.
Oops, and activate a booster instantly. We must make use of the 4x.
Splinter. The sword sings. The heart cuts.
I wonder when we're going to move on that everything's just 4x. Because it seems like every time I check back into this game, it's like, oh, we went from 1.5x's to 2x's to 2.5x's in some cases, and then 3x, and now there's just a 4x. Eventually, at one point, they'll just be 10x's. Okay. Nice little unique chest there is one of the final ones. I have one more treasure chest I can get. Hopefully we get this last one in this 2-hour session. Before a reset here. Really hope they fix the consistency of treasure chests or just make them more reliably spawn. I feel like a treasure chest should just spawn like how Polo Frito did every 15 minutes or whatever, you know? Like it just... You're guaranteed to get this after X amount of time, and then you're just done after this long of grinding. Seems like a simple way to fix it and just solve all the problems, because everybody at least knows how it works.
Splinter. Scatter. Scatter. Devour with all my heart. Splinter.
All right. Oh, it's Damien's chess piece that does that. I see. Oh yeah, that's why I never... Wait, so that means the Damien sword's still here? Did they take out the Damien sword out of the set? Or is the Damien sword actually there this time? Because I know last time people got real pissed. Because they took it out. Because of, like, some random reason. I can't remember.
The sword sings. The heart cuts.
Oh my god, I just put an orb down there. Okay. Oh, because I put the third one down. You know, I never thought that I could do that by accident. Huh. As long as you put them slightly elevated, the 3 orbs will take care of this top spot. Just that 2 orbs sitting on the ground just also takes care of it. Wait, I could literally like yeah. Gotta take a break. But you've been going pretty hard, Smart, so... Go take your nap, rest up, come back refreshed. Actually, okay, so I do need some more familiar juice. I do need to refresh my buffs. Here.
Splinter.
We are nearing the approach of being able to upgrade my thing again, which is very nice.
Splinter.
Reactivate my buffs. All is well. Resummon the summons.
Dance.
And the grind continues today.
Splinter.
Isarun of Destruction. What? I definitely... Okay, I was like, didn't I press the wrong hotkey? Like, I just straight up pressed the wrong thing while moving on to it because I didn't think I was actually activating it. I was like, oh, I'm off. And then I was like, it didn't disappear, and I was like, how? But it didn't actually work. Here's the great debate. Can't say I've ever had it do that before. I wonder if that was just like some weird
Sword
lag
sings.
thing.
The heart cuts.
Where it's supposed to fail, I lagged or something happened and the server was just like, oh, you didn't actually fail yet. You know, like, it's not going to succeed the rune input. Not that it really matters. But, you know, it's one of those thoughts you're just like, wonder how that happens.
Scatter. Scatter. The sword sings. The heart cuts.
Okay, activate another booster for this. We are able to upgrade my thing though. Nice. Let's get Soul Immeasurable, which I don't actually know what this boosts. It looks like it's just an Amugi booster, but I have no idea. Oh, wait, no, that's the final effect. It does. I see. That's the snake that appears at the end when you get enough hits. It's just a cooldown thing, and that's why, like, I never notice it. Yeah, because it's this right here. It's a cooldown that shows up in my, not Hexa, but yeah, it's this thing. I thought it was just a normal skill. That's why I was like, why can't I find this? Like, I'm blind. But I looked at the wrong places. It's a V-Matrix skill.
Dance. Dance.
Okay, let's go get this thing and move you over. this, and then which whoops. Oh my god. Can I click you, please? Thank you. So now we get Shoal Measurable to 1, and now we get Blossom Storm to level 5. Okay.
Splinter. Splinter. Scatter.
How much does that take for that one?
Splinter.
It is 23 and 1 Erdo. Very cheap, very easy to do.
Dance.
I have the drop potion, so we'll use this on Black Mage. We're going to use that, and after that we'll do the other two bosses. Try to get their stuff. Do I want to rent gear for this? I'll see how much power I get from renting. I'm curious. Is that I do need to do my Black Mage, and I need to get that out of the way. A lot of stuff to do this week still. Haven't done yet.
Scatter. 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 Splinter.
How much XP will I be up to by the end of this? Not counting the tickets I have, because I have, what, 3k tickets? 4k tickets in my inventory waiting. Okay, that guy got deleted very easily. How long does it last for? Just till the end of the event? Yeah, okay, so we got a lot of resources to use. Ooh, another fragment. I actually made quite a bit of fragments today. It's been very nice for that.
Splinter. Scatter.
Cut, and we do need this familiar essence because we are going to run out.
Dance.
It seems with the current defense, or well, actually, it was before this. I don't know how much defense do I have right now.
Dance.
Only 5, and wait, hold on here. You are really bad at rolling, my friend. You rolled 5-5, and this guy is an 8-4. You are literally just worse in every aspect. Outside of this 1 point of defense, but you low-rolled your stats. That's crazy. I didn't even know that, like, there's a variable range. I thought it was just like, they get this much stats, they separate it into 2, they get X for both of them. But no, that's not how that works at all. Every day is a learning experience in this game for random stuff that probably nobody really pays attention to, and it doesn't really matter that much at the end of the day, but...
Splinter. Dance. Scatter.
Of course a rune appears.
Splinter. Scatter.
One and done rank up, I believe. Oh, it was. Damn. Easy game.
Make way. Here's an
Give me the loot. Let's go.
dance.
Alright, we got that guy done. Let's go level up this one now.
Splinter.
I don't know why it is so hard to get on that platform. Like, it's a small platform, but it's not like... I guess it's just I always go to the very edge of it to be on top of the portal. So if I was just aiming for the platform, like, it'd be very hard to miss.
Splinter.
Okay, we're looking purpley. We get that. Alright, another one and done rank up. Nope.
Splinter.
Can't always win. 37 of those, plus 1 of you. Nope. I have enough for one more attempt here to level you up, and then after that is just disappointment, so gonna be... System is delayed. That's always fun to see with this system. Let you cook for a second here.
Scatter.
Oh, but my rank didn't change. Unfortunate. Alright, well, we did get the other one, so let's see what it has. Attack power 6 with strength 24. We have boss and attack, 30 boss, and boss with stat. Yeah, I don't think single line attack is gonna be enough. You'd have to be better than that.
Dance.
Oh, it is what it is. Let's go see. Did your other thing roll good? If a die rolls a 6, final multiplier 1.2. That is such a terrible line. Like, if the multiplier is higher, maybe I could see it, but like, just rolling a 6 and you're like, oh, I get a 1.2x multiplier is very underwhelming game. Like, that's incredibly underwhelming.
Dance.
Okay, that is the sword as used. Let's hexamatrix it up. Or, not stat, but booster it up. Convert, there we go. And now we should be good on boosters for the rest. Oh, I say good on boosters, but like good for a little bit on boosters. Or don't need to worry about it. Still got plenty of more banked up ones that I can use. Though that one, the other ones have a little bit longer of an expiry time on them, you know, 6/17. Half a year's worth.
Splinter. Dance.
Nom 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 nom, another fragment.
Scatter. Dance.
I don't understand how I ended up with 2 clocks if I made 10 clocks. Oh, I started using... I must have used some before reset then? That's the only explanation, because you can only use 10 clocks a day, so it's not like I could have used more. 'Cause I had 14 clocks, and then I ended up with 2. Something's not quite right with the clock amount here.
The heart cuts.
So I must have popped some before reset. Ah, that's true, I did pop some before reset, because I was like, oh yeah, I'm not going to be able to use these. So I'm going to make 10. Next rune in 3 minutes.
Scatter.
And MVP buff is in 10. Okay.
Scatter. Scatter. Scatter.
Come on, come on, pet. Oh, you're stuck on the other platform. I thought the only annoyance is having to use that teleport to loot there, which I think is the one that Billy gets annoyed by. Trying to see if Billy's around here right now. He's gonna have missed another sunny Sunday through no means of his own. I still can't believe that they're having power issues right now where he's living because of, well, unfortunately because of the storms and stuff. Just unfortunate as all hell.
Splinter.
I had my little side adventure going off there, I see. And it feels like every time I look away, I get another fragment. Not gonna lie, it feels pretty good. Oh my god, there's another one. My little tinfoil hat's like, oh, I got my extra 20% drop rate because I stopped having a spirit pendant. My fragment drop rate is increased infinitely. When, like, I don't think the 20% is actually, like, doing much. You know, it's helping, obviously. More is more, but I don't think it's influencing it enough to be like, oh yeah, you're getting an extra 10 fragments or something insane like that. Just feels funny, because I just feel like I'm getting fragments every time I look. I wonder how much people want, like, I know that we don't make enough fragments, obviously, currently with the current rates. And the way the game's set up, like, fragments are a massive bottleneck for Heroic and do need to be fixed. But I'm like, how much would we need it to be increased for it to be considered reasonable by people? Because, like, if we make, let's say, 55 in 2 hours right now, and we 10x that to 550 for 2 hours. How many fragments does it take to max out everything right now? I don't actually know. How many fragments to max Hexa Matrix? Maplestory. 20,200. So 20,200 divided by 55, let's say. Just see. 367. That's a fuck ton of time. And that's assuming also that this 20,000 is the current value. I'm pretty sure it's higher now. That's outdated. What's the exact number you would need to max out now? And let's just include the Hokage in this. Just because, like, you may as well, because by the time any of these changes would happen, Hokage is out. With current skills, it's 37.7k. Okay, okay. So let's redo that. 37,700. that's 685. We'll round it up because you can't really round this value down. It's at 85, so 686. Let me replace these summons real quick before I do anything else, because I kind of need these to keep my rates going, you know?
You can always run.
So 685. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's a reasonable amount of hours of grinding. Soul Hakata is 6.3k. Yeah, the fragment cost is kind of ridiculous. Channel 31 is where I gotta go to. Okay, so channel 31. How much do you think they would need to multiply? Like, how many fragments do you think would be a good enough amount per hour grinded? Sorry. Like, obviously, some people would be like, oh, just 10x it. And something insane like that. Actually, if we 10x that. So if it was 500, so it would be 30. Well, it's 6.3k, so let's just add that in, because why not, right? So that's 40, 40, oh no, not 43. Because we have the 6.3k. That actually works out pretty well. So that's a flat 44k now. Hello, VB. Also, Ashen is weird with the raid. Welcome, welcome, everybody. How you doing? How was your sunny Sunday, Ashen? I assume... Oh, wait, nope. Ashen comes from VVB, so, What game are you playing, Ashen? I assume some form of Monster Hunter, considering it's VVB who has sent you here. Yeah, it was Frontier. Okay, okay. How far are you into Frontier? Got to GR? Okay, so... making your way through the game. What other Monster Hunters have you play? Oh, 2 Gen 5 babies that kidnapped into Frontier coming together? I see. How's that going so far? You enjoying Frontier? Is it confusing enough yet with all the stuff? World, Rise, and Wilds. Oh, okay, so very similar to what I did, pretty much. Actually, identical to what I did. Though I just did it before Wilds existed, and then my timeline was World, Rise, then Frontier, and then Wilds, because, you know, release dates. Yeah, Frontier, sadly for you, does not get less confusing the more you go. And when it comes to set building in the late game, You either learn to use the set builder or you ask the people who show up in chat. Or go on the Discord and just snipe sets, because good lord, is there too many items in that game to look at. Wow, and you came with a view bot. Just like, hello, you don't see those too often anymore. Thank you for the follow. Ashen is weird.
The sword sings. The heart cuts.
Allow me to fix that mistake.
Scatter.
I was gonna ask, what weapon do you play, Ashen? Oh, and it seems you're you got a partner with you, so you're a duo doing this adventure. If so, what's your duo partner playing then? What weapon did you guys decide to try out in Frontier? You don't have access to some of the weapons yet, but wait, you got the GR, so greatsword and longsword. Okay, okay. Do you guys have any plans to try out Magnet Spike or Tonfas or any of the unique weapons to Frontier? Playing the longsword in Frontier. That's a weapon I never tried. Not so sure, so many possibilities, I'm taking my time with it. Okay. Oh, meant me as the second one? Okay, mister. Heck was I supposed to realize that, okay? You never know, you know, it could have been like me and Billy. Might have been a duo queue going in. And honestly, VVB, you barely ain't playing Frontier. And I could probably get him to play it if I really tried. He's gonna mentally lag. I don't think you would mind it that much, because he's actually played older Monster Hunters. There is definitely a lot. Did VVB give you the guide? Like the beginner guide to Frontier? I wonder if I still have that. You are the guide. Yeah, that's cap. Look, if VVB tells you to do something, make sure you double check with anybody else in the chat. Even if they've never played the game before. Just consult your chat every time VVB directs you towards something, okay? Trust me on this, VVB likes to watch us suffer. Which most of chat does, because that's how streamer life is. But VVB especially likes to watch you suffer. If he ever tells you to do anything with URs, the blue tag UR, have fun, you can try it out. That's not the end of the world, but be ready for a long ass fight. And if he tells you to fight an UR Bulldrome, good luck. It's also a waste of time. Or unlimited. Yeah, it's unlimited. Two years ago, this man tried to get me to play Frontier, and I was always saying no, so recently I decided to try it. Welcome to Frontier. Enjoy your stay. VVB, he could drop whatever the hell you'd want him to drop. And Unlimited Bulldrome is not worth the trouble of killing him.
You can always run.
Yeah, the unlimited thing is literally just like, they had their value. They're not super useful nowadays, I find. when I was playing, it was always just like, it's a hard fight, you go in and you just do it, and like, it's not really rewarding, but it can be fun. If you want a challenge, good challenge. Really some of the easier mobs in the game that like, don't really have more challenging versions. But you won't have to deal with that for a bit. Plan to stream other old school Monster Hunter games? Only a challenge to me? Yeah, okay. The challenge is not falling asleep when you fight those things, okay? Freaking... How do you do your damage to these things? Just poison it. Just poison it, Rin. If you try to do anything other than poison or use a status effect on these things, you're just doing ZDPS. I have not triple carded on a bull drum. I've triple carded on a lot of things, but not the bull drum, Mr. VVB. Your memory is faulty on that one. Did it take me like 26 minutes to kill the darn thing because I didn't have a poison weapon? Yes. Thing is, we don't have any proof of either of our allegations here. We can't prove anything anymore. I can't just be like, well, let's go look at the VOD and see because it's been deleted. Because of how being a associate, because I'm not partnered. Even if you're partnered, I think now it gets deleted after X amount of time, and it's been a while since these things. And that was before I did the YouTube streams. Just trust me, bro. Work. Not with you, VVB. Never with you. You don't tilt me like most other streamers get tilted by you. But trusting you with this stuff? Yeah, no. Do you just edit out downtime, or would you edit out of your VODs, Ashen? Tried to make me a Charge Blade main in Rise, he failed. Oh, you had... Oh, okay, so you, like, take the good parts out of it. Okay, I see. Yeah, Vibby is a very big enjoyer of, the swax. Good old switch axe. If he hasn't already started trying to get you to play Switch Axe, don't you worry, he will eventually try to make you a Switch Axe only player in your good old friend Frontier. Rise, Charge Blade is peak, and Frontier, Switch Axe. Oh yeah, I guess it's not really called the Switch Axe, but it's the Switch Axe, and it's like some different name in it. Long Sword and Rise and Great Sword and World. You refuse to be enlightened. The VVB propaganda for the Switch Axes. I absolutely enjoy UVB. You may tilt so many people and get banned so often from chats. But good lord, though, every time I read your stuff just makes a smile on my face.
Splinter. You can always run.
Karini ZX. Yeah, okay, if he tells you to do something with maxing out Karini set, don't do it, okay? Don't be me and enable challenges for 50k points and then realize you signed up for like a 3-month grind to do something. And you're just like, well, I signed up for it. It was fun. I didn't mind it in the end. It got me to do a bunch of stuff, and it was kind of fun. Was it really worth it in the end? Considering I never got to the bounties where I needed it. Nah, I'm good. Shouldn't have done it, but overall it was fun. Is Raiden and Valdez and all that still hang out in the chats, VB? Are they still watching a bunch of Frontier content and watching the streams, or you don't really see them around anymore? I know they've been both playing FF14 a lot. Raiden's fucking gone. I see. Yeah, they've been both playing a bunch of FF14 from what I can see. Bob pops in at Morbid streams and maybe Whittlers. Oh, by the way, did you get unbanned from Waleed's stream, or you still banned over there? Thank you for lurking, Ashen. Thank you also for the raid. Hopefully you guys have some good rest of your night and all that jazz. You getting banned wasn't actually your fault. You just got hit in the crossfire.
The sword sings. The heart cuts. Make way. Scatter.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, there's mock Chick-fil-A or something. That tilted him. Okay.
Splinter.
Have you been hanging out in Waleed's streams when he does them? How's he doing? I haven't been able to watch him because he always streams like at times where I'm just not really watching streams at. The only roads. Let's be real, you need to do a shit ton of road in Frontier at one point. Ah, so we're both in the same situation of just neither of us can watch it because it's just at times that we're not watching streams. This guy Morbid though is actually a pretty cool Frontier gamer. You wanna pop a link in the chat, VVB? Go watch some of his VODs and stuff. Not because he plays half or anything, but mainly because he's actually bald. Yeah, so what you're saying is he's a SAF player and you're, you know, Switch Axe main who loves anybody who plays Switch Axe, so that's why he's cool. Cool. Cold. What am I saying sometimes, man? You'd think I speak English good, considering it's the main language I speak at this point in my life. And, no, I'm still shit at it. You got a clip? Okay.
Splinter.
Alright, let's watch this clip real quick and see. I gotta unmute it because it's muted. Okay, Nargacuga, he gets clapped. Or the little tail slap, and he's dead. That's it's definitely a way to die, I will say. I don't think I've had that experience yet happen where I didn't realize. Oh yeah, the little
The sword sings.
that's
The heart
he got stabbed to
tells.
death by just Lucid Nargacuga being like, you don't even deserve for me to look at you. I will just tail swat you a couple times and you will die. That's pretty next level of a death, honestly. That's pretty good. Also, why did Lucid not care? Like, Lucid was just like, you are too pathetic. Alright, let's see this other clip here. Okay, he's asleep. Our good old friend, the Bubbles. He's on the ground. He's trying to get woken up. I mean, Steph tried. I don't know what he's chucking at him that it's not waking him up. But this guy is, he's pretty unlucky. What the heck is he shooting at him? The kick station at the end. Like, why did he just try to kick him, though? I don't understand. Like, chucking those things at him is just like, what? Like, dude, the kick is the only reliable option to work people up. Hitboxes in that game are a suggestion. Reminds me of the time that we were playing, and then I want to say it was Sal got snowballed like 6 times. Like, he just could not, like, well, it wasn't 6 times, it was actually 3 times. All 3 of his deaths when we were on Blanganga in a road. Man, running around, gets snowballed, gets killed, he's like, whatever, right? As he spawns in, a downtown snowball is perfectly aimed at him, insta-picks him up and kills him again. And he's like, okay. And then, like, a second later after rezzing, another snowball just snipes the shit out of him as he's running for his life. Never underestimate a snowball from Blanganga. Actually, I haven't seen Sal around in a while. Unfortunately for me, the Maplestory content does not interest Sal very much. Okay, I am trying to type in this box, thank you. I'm gonna message Sal tonight to see what he's been up to and how he's doing. I unintentionally did that with Lucky Gus yesterday because I added the wrong person because of my just not paying attention. It was just like, I typed in Lucas, the first thing that popped up. I was like, that's good enough. We'll click this. And I'm like, wait a minute. He was on Morb stream? Okay, so still watching all the Monster Hunter stuff. Yeah, he very much enjoys the Monster Hunter things.
Splinter.
How many people have you converted over to Frontier outside of Ashen over here? Since the last time I was playing Frontier. How many other people have you gone into that VUV? And I guess the other question I have, is there any consistent Frontier streamers? Or is it just like people come and go? Can you tell I haven't been in the category for a while?
Splinter. Dance.
28 people, damn! Going hard on the conversions, I see.
Dance. Splinter. Scatter.
Where is... Hello, Smart. Welcome back. Only consistent Frontier streamers are Big Bunny Glock. Wow, what a name. Morbius, Ashen, and this German guy. I see. Out of all of them, which one's your favorite? You have to go take a nap. You're about to crash. It's all good, Smart. Gotta do what you gotta do. You haven't really missed much in terms of the good old Maplestory gameplay. We've been grinding, we've made a few more percents, and that's what we've done. In terms of chat interaction, we had a raid from Ashen, who is a Monster Hunter Frontier streamer, well, Monster Hunter streamer, I should say more, that VVB has converted over to Frontier and brought over. So we're yapping about that. Now I'm just chatting about Monster Hunter stuff.
Splinter.
Going to get the next MVP. Yeah, it's in a little over 2 minutes here. Channel for it is, let me go check here. Channel's Hatsuya in now. Channel 43.
Splinter. Splinter.
We're in 31, now we're in 43. It keeps moving for that nice juicy burn for him. Unfortunately for me, no burn on TDs.
You can always run. Splinter. Devour. Splinter. Scatter.
Boop, boop.
Dance. Splinter.
Ooh. This, and I said, was it 41 or 42? 43, it wasn't even close. Alright, well, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, though, so I'm be right back. Need some music to ground yourself down, it's all good action. I will be right back, though, because I gotta go to the bathroom real quick, so BRB. Alright, I'm back. Back to the grind we go. What are the games you plan on playing, Ashen?
Splinter.
VP tickets? No, I got one more. Okay, so we'll be good.
Splinter.
Used to be Souls games and Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry is something I've never tried. I've pretty much played every Souls-like except for Bloodborne because I've never had a console that played Bloodborne. And I've also never played Sekiro. I don't know, Sekiro just never interested me. It's one of the Souls games, but like, I don't know, just did not interest me with that one. Finished Sekiro last November. Nice. I've always heard good things about it, so I assume you had an enjoyable time. Well, the fact that you finished the game means you at least enjoyed it somewhat. I feel like
Splinter.
even if you didn't think the game is the best, if you finish a game, you probably had some fun with it, or at least like enjoyed it enough to not just drop it.
The sword sings.
For Devil May Cry, you can push yourself with 1 if you really wanna, forget about 2, enjoy 3, meh through 4, and then enjoy 5. So, TLDR is 3 and 5, you're gonna have a decent time, you're gonna have a good time. The rest, if you really want it, kind of thing.
Scatter.
Or finish the game from spite. Yeah, but I feel like most people don't finish games out of spite.
Scatter.
Plan to buy some of the old school Monster Hunter games to stream them? Well, the good news is that a lot of them are available. I already picked them out because you need physical copies. Ah. So if you need the physical copies, that means you're going to be on like the Switch and all that stuff. Because like, I don't... first of all, I don't think any of those are available for physical copy on PC. Found buyers, just now need to wait. You found your sellers? That's good, at least. Hopefully that works out well and it's not too much of a hassle to get the games.
Splinter.
Ah, I see. You're doing the illegal emulation way.
Scatter.
You're a good guy. Yeah, the only games I've ever emulated, honestly, is PS2 games. And, like you, is mostly for games I've had and still have to this day for the physical copies. It's just... Do I want to go play on my PS2 to play those? No.
Splinter.
Need to buy a used Switch and PSP. Yeah, I don't know how, like, the Switch probably won't be too hard, but the PSPs, that boy did not get as much popularity as PlayStation was hoping for, sadly. I remember when I was in school, and everybody had the Nintendo DS, and I was, like, the only person with a Switch.
Scatter.
Oh, trust me, you can be a good guy to Nintendo. Nintendo will still smack your ass and not care. Nintendo give no fuck. You legally own the copy of the game and you decide to do anything with a Nintendo game, and they get pissed at you. I always find it hilarious that they're like the only company that people will make YouTube videos about their games, stream their stuff, and they'll ban you for playing the game because they're like, nope. I'm a pirate.
Splinter.
Yeah, Nintendo is definitely something. How much you end up with, Sai?
Splinter.
Did you get to 20 trill? Nintendo will be like, so you chose death.
The sword sings. The heart cuts.
20.5 trillion. Damn. Just a bit of XP, sorry.
Dance.
Five 5.2%. That is a shit ton of percent for you. Just a bit of percentage. Let's not look at the total overall percentage left to go. Let's just be happy with what we got.
Dance.
Oh, yeah, I didn't do any Monster Park Extremes or anything today. Wait. Oh yeah, it's not. Okay, it's not a Monster Hunter
Splinter.
Day or Monster Park.
Splinter.
Prom tried to help me, but since I kept coming with facts, he was like, "Damn your righteousness! Stop being a good guy for a second."
The sword
Yeah, well, I understand where VVB comes from with his games, with how ridiculous his regional pricing is for games, at 46.09%, almost halfway to 294. Hopefully, there's some more good XP weekends for you in the future, or like something crazy happens for XP to help you out. So you're on good track to making it to 295. So at least there's that. Then when he told me the price, like when Prime said, yeah, like it would have been the equivalent of like me paying $300 for Wilds, I was like, yeah, no wonder you decide to do what you do, VVB, because like, holy shit. Some places you get absolutely shafted by regional pricing. Or non-regional pricing, I should say. Problem is, it's too easy to change your location to pretend like, oh, I'm in this country, and then you pay like $2 in your currency for a game, and it's like, yeah, they don't want you to be able to do that. I'm gonna track to hit 285 in 2-3 weeks. Nice. Smart. That's very good.
Scatter. Dance.
Should level up with the coupons.
The heart
Big.
cuts.
Yeah, I have no idea what track I'm on to level up here at this point. I'm not really paying attention to that. I'm just like, yeah, I'll get there when I get there. Yeah, I've never used Temu for anything. But I don't really buy that much stuff that I need to order.
The sword sings. The heart cuts.
It's funny, right? Because, like, Temu, yeah, we all know what it is. We all understand, like, what's going on there. But it's just kind of funny because, like, it's like buying stuff off eBay and all that, right? It's the same as all those sites. Just instead of random white guy or random person just having a really shit product, well,
Splinter.
it's just still a shit product. Nothing has changed.
Scatter.
God, there's been tons of times when you buy something and it just, like, gets to you and you're just like, you look at it, you look at what you're supposed to be receiving, you're like, well, I got scammed. At least with a lot of places you can return it and then, you know, problem solved.
Dance.
Let's see. Need to, nope, not this. Where is it?
Splinter. The sword sings. The heart cuts. Splinter.
Ashen with the lurk. It's kind of funny to me, right? Because, like, most people who use the lurk command don't want to have, like, they really, like, in this case, it's not like Ashen's doing it, what I'm saying here. This is actually just going to lurk because he's going AFK. But, like, so many people who use the lurk commands don't actually want to be called out, and I'm just like, yeah. But if you pop up in chat, I'm saying stuff, you know? At least for me, I feel like if I'm streaming, it's because I want to be yapping with the chat and interacting with the people who hang out. That to me is the point of streaming. But that's not every stream, obviously. Like, when I watch Shroud, well, nowadays he's a lot better, but when he first started streaming with Shroud, after he had just been done being a CS pro, you went to watch for gameplay and not so much interactivity. Gotta remember the PUBG days. That game blew the hell up. I think it's still really big. It's just not as crazy as it was back when it first came out. I think Fortnite's taking the mantle of, like, insane games.
Blossom in full bloom.
I think the one thing that I like about Fortnite, even though I've never played the game, I don't ever plan on touching it. I've never, like... I'm not really a Battle Royale player. But the one thing that they've done good that I hope other companies just do is just do crossovers for your game, okay? There's a lot of games that could benefit to some nice crossovers with other games and just having that happen. Like, I know it's expensive, probably, to be able to do some of them. Like, obviously, Fortnite does some pretty insane ones, because, like, I think the next crossover they're doing is with The Office, of all things, and you're just like, what? Like, how is this being a crossover? But I really like crossover events and that type of stuff, and, like, people just don't do it for a lot of games. I like a lot of games, it's so simple, because it's just like, Put in a skin. Have a little themed event. Done. Crossover completed.
Splinter.
It's like the Korean games do it a lot and the Japanese games do it all the time, but then the Western games just like, what's a crossover?
Dance. Scatter.
I could not defeat the Dark. Where did the Dark Wolf spawn? Why does he keep spawning when I'm replacing my summons? I noticed him last time, but this time I didn't pay attention. I'm just freaking grinding, man. I'm not thinking about this. Alright, we are gonna need to do...
Scatter.
A little wealth. Oh, I don't have any mini wealths, do I?
Scatter.
Oh no, I do have a soil wealth acquisition. Okay, so we'll take out that, save. And when this thing pops off here in a few minutes, I gotta make sure to use a wealth.
Splinter. You can always run. Splinter. Dance. Scatter. Scatter.
Now, I was talking good about fragments earlier, and now we've been dry for a bit here. Okay, game? I'm gonna talk about fragments to bring back the good luck. Speaking of good luck, you failed 3 times. Do you fail a 4th time? I believe in you, little guy. Easy rank up. Okay.
Scatter.
Let's see what you roll as here.
Scatter.
Luck and strength, terrible. And if all 3 dice roll 6, final multiplier 2.8x. That is such a small, like, what a crazy cost that you need to roll everything 6 first of all
Sword sings.
to barely get a multiplier for that. Like, I don't know what the chances are to actually roll 3 sixes, but like, that is not good odds, I feel like.
Scatter.
If I look at these, like, they attack power and strength. I'm never gonna use that over a boss damage familiar right now, and I have
Scatter.
a better attack combo, so you're just dead in the water. You came close because it was 2 usable stats, but you're still very far from being good. Familiar. RNG has not favored you quite yet. Game, I'd like my cooldowns to be shorter. Actually, no, make the summons be infinite duration. Wouldn't that be wild if they did that? The botters rejoice. Everybody turned into a bot almost. You just stand there and just murder. Actually, it'd be kind of annoying for looting, in a way. Because right now you are forced to go replace your summons, so you're like kind of loot while you're replacing them. But if you had no summon timer and they just last infinity, be there for a while, and you'd have to figure out how to loot at that point. Though, I mean, it's just jumping around and doing it. This would be no different. Alright, it hasn't changed his channel. It's still 36. I said 36 to the guy. Yep. Oh shit. I give my man a fame. 288. Big. Okay. It is the final 17 minutes of Sunny Sunday.
Splinter.
Hopefully everybody had a good grind, got whatever they wanted to do today.
Dance. Dance.
I have this wolf acquisition. Do I even care to redo it? I guess it's 17 minutes. It's good enough. I think that's enough time. Really loves to spawn this rune in this location is all I gotta say. Final 2 boosters also for the rune day. Technically I could use another 2, so not the final ones yet. We're gonna have another rune in 10 minutes. Okay, that's that done. So let's go level that up in the spreadsheet. 5. And now it's to get Heavenly World to level 2. How much do I need for Heavenly World? 30. Okay, so we need 25 more. Da 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 da. I can't. I've desynced my summons. No, it's
The
cursed.
sword sings. The heart
The worst outcome. If my only curse was having desync summon timers, I think life would be pretty good, honestly. I was looking at the WoW Reddit, and they were complaining about a transmog thing because they made a change to the transmog. And all I could think of, I was like, wow, I must be in a pretty good place if this is the major complaint right now of the game. Like, when something's so small and, like, not really that impactful is the thing they're complaining about, and it's like a pretty easy fix that they already fixed, I'm like, game must be doing pretty well for itself, all things considered.
The sword sings. The heart cut.
Yo, what hairstyle is this? Is this Pathfinder hairstyle? Nightlife Angela hair. Okay, no. No idea what that's from then. Nightlife Angela hair. Maplestory news. I want to go check this. Control F. Not Shift F.
Splinter.
I mistyped this. Nope. Okay, so this is not a hairstyle from this, so they got it from somewhere else. Plus, it's currently in the what is that called? The royal hairstyle.
Dance. Dance.
My XP effects. And for the final time today, we will activate them.
Scatter. Splinter. Dance.
I wonder if Billy got any grinding done, or if he just got super screwed over by the whole situation.
Sword sings.
He's been very unlucky recently in these weekends. Power outages, just random, like, things just not going well. Being crazy.
Dance. Dance. Scatter. Dance. Dance. Dance.
Borderless gaming on Steam. What the heck? What is borderless gaming on Steam? What does that do? What is that program?
Dance.
Borderless gaming Steam. Okay. I see. I guess you use this just for a bunch of different games to make it work. Okay. Let's see. I see. I did not realize somebody had made a program literally for that. For older games. Interesting. Rune has appeared! It's the final rune of the day!
Scatter. Scatter.
Boop 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 boop.
Scatter.
There are these 33 Karma Bright Cubes. Methinks they're going into these gloves for the double crit damage gloves. See if we can hit that with these 33 cubes. These 20 cubes we're actually going to hold on to for a second because I want to try and see if I get an arcane pair of gloves. I'm going to try and maybe make some legendary drop gloves with auto steal. But we're not going to do that until we have an arcane pair of gloves. And if it doesn't happen, we'll just reroll them into a secondary and see what happens. Or maybe I just send him in a Princess Noah Mugi for triple attack damage. Probably gonna try to do the other thing. We'll see when we can get the arcanes.
Splinter.
I wonder how much XP Clue actually got today. How far he was into 288 to get to 289 today. After his, like, I don't know if he actually did the full 24 hours. I didn't look at his stream time. Well, it was 2 hours actually. No, I do remember looking at it now when I last checked, but God knows if he had to restart his stream for whatever reason. Never know with OBS.
Scatter.
They took 2 breaks? I see. At least he probably, I assume his goal was to get to 289, so he achieved his goal on Rune Day. He is 1 level away from 290.
The sword sings. The heart cuts.
I think what's going to happen is I'm going to finish up these coupons, do the cubing, and I think that's going to be the end for today. We're going to do just a short stream, and tomorrow we come back. I'm going to do a bunch of the stuff later today, though. Of, like, probably go do, what the hell is it called there? Ride or Die and all that jazz that I usually do off stream tonight to make sure to get that out of the way. And then tomorrow when we come back, we'll be doing... If Billy's around, we do the duo stuff. If Billy's not around, I'm doing my Black Mage and all that stuff for this character and doing its bossing and all my solo bossing. So we'll see what happens. But, should be finishing up all that stuff.
Scatter.
We'll see if we get any pitch or anything.
Scatter.
As long as I get arcanes, I am very satisfied each week right now.
You can always run.
It's gonna be a sad day when I no longer need arcanes. But that day is far in the future, to say the least.
Scatter. Dance. Splinter. The sword sings. The heart cuts.
Check your meso savings, still low. How much meso savings you want to get to? And what are you saving up for at this point? I assume it's some cubing or tapping session in the future to try and get some 22 Eternals or other things. And reset has hit. Rune Day is now over. You have 535.8 bill at the moment. Don't forget to restart your auto harvest and Threads of Fate if you do that. Well, actually, Threads of Fate is kind of dead right now due to the Queen Tina portals. And if you haven't finished your check-ins for the week, don't forget to do that. I gotta do this one. Resummon my summons. Saving your cube sale in May. You're trying to go for how many, like, what are you trying to double prime, or what are you going for specifically? Two lining prime weapon. Okay. Okay. Hopefully that goes well. How many two-line primes do you have on your character at the moment? Or have you been pretty unlucky with hitting any of those of just like randomly? All your 7 pitched are two-line prime. Okay, okay. So, I don't know how much you spent overall on that, but you got a decent amount of two-line primes at least. Though the two-line primes on those are not as great as a two-line prime on weapon secondary emblem type stuff.
The sword sings. The heart.
They're still very good and you want them, but it is what it is in this game. Sadly, attack is an insane stat for us on good old heroic servers with no bonus potentials.
Splinter.
Oh, okay, Mitras is one of your... Yeah, it's true, Mitra is a pitched item, so... You do have one double. My dumbass forgot that's how that works.
The sword sings. The heart cuts.
Though I guess you did say only 7, so you theoretically could have not had a pitched in that slot, and then I would have still been correct in my assumption, but I feel like from what I understand, Mitra's Rage is a pretty common pitch to get if you ever do Extreme Siren. Same like getting Berserked is pretty common if you're doing Extreme Lotus.
You can always run. Splinter.
You know, I never did finish off that last treasure chest, did I? Average to roll 2-line prime on Mitra is 400 bill. Holy moly. Holy moly. Grain said he's only ever seen 2 Zerg from Xlot? Interesting. Every other account I've heard of, if people say like they see it like...
Sword sings.
They start doing the extreme version of a boss, they start seeing like their pitch drop like common enough. You know what, I don't care. We have so many boosters. You got 2-line years to 2-line prime and 40 bill. A little bit under average, just a wee bit tipsy, you know, so like just a little off. Just a 10x saving. But, you know, You get lucky in some places, and then other places you get absolutely shafted, and you're just like, luck averages out. Not always, but... Well, if you do it for long enough periods of time, it should always average out. But the sad part about averages is there's always going to be outliers. And sometimes you'll be the guy getting the 1 in 4 million odds. And sometimes you're the guy who's getting the... It was supposed to be 40,000 attempts ago, and I'm still going, and it hasn't hit. Your sword's got to 2-line prime very fast also. Well, hopefully your weapon hits the same, like, goes very good. I assume since your Mitra's is 400 bill on average, it will be the same for your Genesis weapon, considering they're both eye level 200 items. Actually, how does that work for Destiny weapons? When you upgrade to a Destiny weapon, does it become more expensive to cube it at that point? 2-line prime and 400 cubes. That's really lucky.
The sword sings. The heart cuts.
Like, anything you see that I have 2-line prime on... Well, most of my 2-line primes are not triple stats, so it's not really a true 2-liner. When you talk about 2 lines, in this case, it's 3 lines of stat, 2 of them being primes for your respective stat, depending on your class. I don't think I have any item that's 2-line prime that's actually, like, good. With the correct stuff. Yeah, because this, if it would have rolled strength in the last spot, would be a 2-second hat with 21% strength. That would be an actual 2-liner for prime, but unfortunately, I rolled my substat of dexterity, which is still does something at least. Just, you know, not as good as getting your main stat, to say the least, in terms of DPS gain and all that.
Splinter.
Rune's coming up, and we're gonna activate on this rune. Yeah, because after this rune, my stuff, like, my XP things don't run out quite yet, but we'll lose the MVP buff and all that jazz, so. Go, my little pet. Loot. How many messos am I up to? 8.3 bill. With an initial 5.5 on top of that.
Splinter.
Taking a break from the new character? Yeah, Destiny retains potential lines, but if you were to upgrade, like let's say you don't get a double prime on your Genesis weapon, and you go to Destiny weapon, does that increase the cube cost because it's a 250 weapon? I'd assume they didn't, because that doesn't really make sense, because then it's just like... Especially because it just retains the potential, like it would be such a weird thing to have done. It'd be like, oh yeah, it's a 250 item, so now it costs you more to cube it at this level. So it's like, what? But then I should have just kept a Jenny weapon, gotten my Q line or triple line for cheaper, and then upgraded. So I assume it's just the same cost because of how they made it work, but no idea. It's not like it's an easy question to answer because we can probably count in a few hands worth of how many people actually have a Destiny weapon on our servers in GMS.
The sword sings. The heart cuts. Splinter.
I always forget that because of these activations, I can't actually activate my VIPs.
Scatter. Dance.
Alright, and that XP buff is gone. Alright, well that's good enough for now. Average for two-line priming weapon is 700 bill. Just a wee bit of money. Let's do this, let's do that, and let's go and see if we can get double crit damage lines. Will we get lucky? Will we get... Oh, it's a double prime, but... Can we do it? Seen the singles, now can we get a double? Well, technically we haven't really seen a real single because well, that's double Dex. Be cool if that was something else, because Dex is like the least useful thing in the world for me. Because while I like secondary stat here as much as the next guy, I ain't ever gonna swap over double prime of that. We've seen quite a few crit lines. Oh, please try again later. Come on. Please try again later. And last cube magic. Nope. Oh, you never know. It could have happened. These will be used this week on secondary if I do not get a... whatchamacallit? An arcane pair. Or arcane item. Because at least right now we have all our arcane pieces as a baseline. So we can start working on getting a secondary set to try and tap with. And a second pair of gloves to upgrade that to legendary and roll into drop gloves for my farm set. See how that goes. Anyways, that's going to be it for me today, guys. Bit of a short stream, but we'll be back tomorrow with some bossing. If you enjoy the content and want to see more, as always, just follow on Twitch. If you're on the YouTube side of things, give me a like and a sub over there. And if you want to join the Discord, here is the link on Twitch side of things, and here is the link on YouTube side of things. That's going to be it for me today. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, or evening, and I hope your rune day went well, and you made a bunch of XP. And may RNG favor you better than it does me. Bye-bye!